Hey y'all, today I have a project. The project is, the project is I've got a 2013 Sierra that I bought off Copart. Well, needless to say, Copart kind of left out of the fact that the frame was kind of jacked up. I bought the truck from up in the north where they, love salt for their roads. But I seen the truck on the auction, did a condition report. They told me about the rocker panels, which I seen that on the auction. It was fine. But they kind of left out something minor, maybe to some. I doubt to most. So let me show you what they kind of failed to tell me in this report. So this is my Sierra 2013 1500. Of course, you see the bed's off of it. The bed was pretty much gone. Wheel wells are all rotted out, and it was a mess. So I figured it would be easier to put another bed on it rather than try and fix it all up, because the bed rails were all rusted up and whatnot. So I have another bed in the garage that I have to get painted and whatnot. But anyway, according to their report, it had rocker panels that are rusted. Fine, easy, not a horrible thing to fix, right? Well, then we get into after I researched it, we get into the typical cross members that are toast. The frame has seen better days, for sure. Okay, for sure. But that's easily, no big deal, right? Hold my beer on this one. But then you get down into here, and that doesn't look all that bad. Got a few little holes there. Not that bad. Well, let's look under there a little bit more, shall we? What do you see there? I see daylight on the other side of the frame. Well, that's not good, right? Well, let's get under here and look at this. There's a hole. There's a bigger hole. And there's holes. Sorry about the focus. There's freaking holes everywhere. How about that one? Yeah. So, as you can see, the frame's seen better days. So after I got it, I was out of town when it was delivered, and I was excited when I got home. So excited. Got underneath it and doing my little inspection that I normally do to everything I get. And I was shocked. I was shocked. So they say you have I think 3 or 4 days to file an issue with Copart. Well, I was past that because I was out of town when I got it. So pretty much nothing I could do about it. So yeah, take a look at the rocker panel. It's you pretty much can expect that. I'm gonna cut it out and put a new one in it. No big deal. But then, come on, guys. How the hell do you miss that? Can you not put that on the inspection report? That the frame is freaking eaten up? Can you not do that? If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have bought the truck. But I'm gonna tell you, I put a bid in, not even a bid, it was a buy it now or no, offer. I put an offer in and they accepted it. Which then I thought, my God, it's an amazing thing. They wanted, I think it was around $4,000 for it. I offered 2. They're like, sure, we'll take that. So anyway, this is what was delivered. So I've got it. I was gonna do a frame swap on it. And I didn't have the facility, the area to do it in because I have an HOA and I can't do it here in the driveway. So I'm going to try and get away with what I can to get around the HOA on this project. So I'm not going to do a frame swap, which I really wanted to do, but like I said, I didn't have the facility to make that happen. To rent a shop is like anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a month, and hell, that's what I paid for the truck. So I'm not gonna do that. So anyway, I went to Rust Busters, I guess it's called. And the interior is just freaking immaculate in this truck. It's gorgeous. It looks brand new. But anyway, that's beside the point. See all my parts that I have for the project, but I bought frame kit for it. That is the mid-frame kit for that. I have the spare tire cover, which is that right there, to repair that. I got the mount, mount for the charcoal canister. I bought that to weld on when I'm done getting it ready. I've got to drop the fuel tank. I've watched so many videos on this, and it's going to be a chore. But the first thing I've got to do, I've got to get the rust off. So actually, the purpose for this video, which I don't do very many because I'm not that good at it, is going to be this bad boy. Now I've seen good, I've seen bad reviews on the ones you get off Amazon, $20-$30. I've seen that, but I didn't go that route. I went to the expensive route, I guess, the higher end. I forget how much this cost. It was like, $100 around that, or maybe more, maybe less. But I got this. The reviews are okay on it, a lot better than what you get off Amazon. And it arrived a couple days ago, I guess it was. Well, again, I was gone for work, but yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see how it does, but this is a spray nozzle. We're gonna put this thing together. I do have, I got some more tips for it, and for some reason I don't think they made it in the shipment, so I emailed the Sandblast company and seen where that might be. But anyway, it comes with the pickup tube. As you can see, the pickup tube. I also got a no sponsorship at all, Tractor Supply. So anyway, this is going to go in the medium, it's going to go in there like that, and pick up the medium. And I have the medium in the garage that I'll bring up. But your draft tube goes on here, which is the blue tube here. I'm gonna have to cut a hole in the top of this Tractor Supply bucket. I gotta try, anyway, so there's no moisture gets in it, because the medium that I'm gonna be using is it's called Black Diamond, and it comes from Tractor Supply. And it supposedly do really well. I've seen some videos on it, and it seemed to do better than a lot of the things, and it's really coarse and easier to clean up. So we're gonna go with that. Like I said, this tube connects to here, and then the other side is gonna connect to here to draw the blasting agent through here, that it mixes with the pressure. So at this point in the video, if I haven't lost you and totally bored you to death, which I could totally understand, because I'm not a professional at this, okay? I'm not a influencer of any type, but I've got my cheapo Ryobi 3200 PSI pressure washer that I'm going to be using. It's just a standard gun. It's standard everything. It's supposed to work. They recommend 2,500 to 4,000 or 4,400, something like that. Pressure washer machine on it. The electric ones, they won't work. So from what I'm told, So I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I'm going to start right in this area just to see if it's even going to work, because I don't want to crawl underneath there and be doing all that and it just not work. So I'm going to be replacing the spare tire carrier hoist thing. This cross member is getting replaced. This one's getting cut out and replaced. And again, I've got this plate going to get replaced, and I've got this cross member being replaced. Now, the one up here, the fuel tank, didn't look bad. So I may get the fuel tank down and find that it is. I hope that's not the case. I'm hoping that there's going to be one light of sunshine in amongst this project. But I don't know. Probably a gamble. I don't know, but we're gonna see what's going on. So what I did is probably looking at the frame, going, man, it doesn't look like, you know, it's heavily rusted, but it was heavily rusted. I sprayed it with a chemical, and that chemical, if I can find it, I actually seen it on one of the my favorite YouTubers channel, Legit Street Cars, which if you're watching, I love your show, I love your channel. But anyway, you suggested this, and I'm going to tell you the change in the frame, how it looked prior to doing that was amazing. I was really skeptical at first. See, I got a little tiny bit left. I sprayed it like 3 or 4 times, all the way from here all the way up to forward where the rust was, and it really made a huge difference in it. It doesn't look as I don't know, detrimental, I guess you'd say, as it did before, but it's pretty detrimental, I'm not gonna lie. But it is what it is, you know. There's nothing I can do about it now. It's just, I've got to make it work. So and my idea behind it is, I can't buy a truck, especially as clean as this one is and as great as this one runs, for, I think I'll have probably around, with the kits I bought and all the parts and the shipping to get it here from Minnesota, I'll probably have around $4,000 in it. And I can't buy a truck for that. I mean, in this day and age, you know, post the C word that we can't really talk about on videos, post that when all the prices went nuts. You probably can't find a really clean truck for that price. Now some people, guy I know, or I have a Sierra, you know, for $5,000. That's great, great, but I've already bought this. All right, I've already got the show started, so just something I have to deal with. Okay, sure, I can go out and buy one that didn't have this damage, and I kind of wish they'd have told me, because I wouldn't have bought it. There's no way I'd buy this, but crap happens. All right, and it did, and that means I gotta fix it. So we are going to make it work. I have my panels to fix it, I hope. I've got the panel for here, the midsection. I've got the panel for the forward section. Well, that's the midsection. This is the curved portion of it. It'll come up to about somewhere in this area. It comes into right there. Of course, this is going to be cut out and replaced. As you can see right here, I mean, it's typical from what I see of these trucks. Yeah, I got the fuel pump and all that taken off. I'm gonna drop the fuel tank, but I've got the like I said, this section here done to do. I'm gonna replace that one. I thought about getting the over axle, but this metal is really good. It needs to be blasted and treated. I'm going to treat the frame with POR 15, which is my favorite coating. I've done many Jeep restorations, frame off restorations with it, and love it, absolutely. And then more than likely the interior of this frame is going to get coated with Eastwood interior frame coating. I'm gonna have to clean the inside of the frame. As you can see, it's got a bunch of crap all on it. And it's gonna have medium in it from whenever I blast it. It's gonna have some, you know, some pebbles or whatnot in it. So lucky thing, in the front, I do have plenty of drainage. Thanks to the northern salt, which I'm in Texas, so we don't deal with that. We don't play that game. We don't have this problem. And it just is what it is. You know, I'm gonna make the best of this whole issue and this whole situation. So I'm not sure if this is gonna be intriguing anybody at all, but I'm gonna make a video of it, like everybody makes videos of everything. And we're gonna see how it goes. It's gonna be fun. Not really, whatever, but it's gotta get done. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's got to get done. So I got the week off from work this week, and I'm gonna see how much I can get done. So maybe I'm gonna do a review of this Sandblast kit, and I think that's the company it came from. It's called Sandblast Kit. I don't know where they're located. I'll put a link as soon as I figure out how to do that, because everybody puts a link in something for something, and I'll figure out how to do that. Yeah, it's called Sandblast Kit Pro, and they are actually out of Canada, oddly enough. But hey, if it works, it works. I know it's a heck of a lot more expensive than the ones off Amazon. I could probably buy 10 or more. Well, no, not really 10. Probably about 5 or 6 of those compared to what this one cost. Anyway, I'm going to get everything hooked up, and we're going to see how it goes. See if it works or if it doesn't. All right, I'll see you. All right, I told you about the medium that I'm using. This is from, let's see, who's it from? Tractor Supply. It gets me every time I do that, sorry. This is a Black Diamond coal slag that I will be using to test out this this idea, this sandblasting or blasting / power washer. So let's get to it and see how. All right, folks, look at this. Now, I know you remember, because I know you watch very closely, and you remember everything, right? You remember how crusty that frame was. Look at that. Now, mind you, I was having some difficulty at first with my bucket, okay? I learned that if you got your nozzle down in your bucket in your medium, I have a little bit left in there, don't seal it. Maybe put a little vent, because it will suck this top down, and it will suck the daggum sides almost closed on this bucket. I was trying to figure out why I wasn't getting any agent coming out, and this bucket almost imploded. So that's how much suction this thing brings to the table. Highly surprising to me. But I'm gonna go to Tractor Supply, you know, Tractor Supply. Not a endorsement or anything at Tractor Supply, but I'm gonna grab me probably 2 or 3 more bags of that medium, because man, I'm telling you, bare metal. Now you still have some little scruffies on there, because I was just trying it out and seeing what it would do. But we got bare metal. I'm sure we're gonna have some flash rust happening. I mean, in this category, who really cares right now, right? But I need to get a little bit more detailed on the blasting. But as you can see, it just blistered all this crap off there. Highly surprised that it did what everybody said it would do. Not everybody, but the folks I've seen that use this device, it's down to bare metal, and it was all crusty, absolute crust. I'm surprised. So I've got to cut all that out around there, so that's going to help me in prep work of welding the new cross members in. I'm not worried about getting this clean because I'm cutting it out. I mean, is it perfect? Absolutely not. Is it a commercial sandblasting job? Absolutely not. But will it work? Yeah, absolutely. So what I anticipate doing is once I get all the heavy crusty stuff off, I'm going to go over it probably with a wire wheel or a flapper wheel or something to that effect, and make it really good. I don't have to have it perfect for Pour 15. That's one of the good things about Pour 15. You don't have to have it perfect, but it helps to get all of it off you can. That's all bare metal. That's all bare metal, and it wasn't before. Like I said, it's not perfect because you know, you're getting blasted with the agent too. It's totally safe, right? Totally safe, but wear your safety glasses, 100%. So the sandblast kit works. I'm going to get dried off, put on some dry shoes and less nasty clothes, and I'm going to, oh, hold on, look right here. Now, this in here was absolutely, looked like this right here. Absolutely, looked like a crusty burger from whatever, you know, was the SpongeBob or something. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. But now, look at that. With some more blasting on that, that's gonna look great. Same thing over here. That was absolutely crusted with rust. No more. The inside of the frame, again, bare metal. And it looked like this. Look at that. That's not so much, but it's pretty damn close. I'm totally pleased with my purchase. Totally pleased with the purchase. I'll put a link. I'll figure out how to do, probably have to call my son to figure out how to put a link and edit this and all that fun stuff, but that's what the young adults know and do. I'm old, so I don't know that, but I'm gonna learn. So anyway, overall, am I pleased with it? Abso-freaking-lutely. So on to the next portion of the project. Little woman just came out giving me the look, so that means I gotta go. Mommy says I have to go in and stop playing. So, all right, I'll see you on the next one. All right, folks, look at this. Now, I know you remember, because I know you watch very closely, and you remember everything, right? You remember how crusty that frame was. Look at that. Now, mind you, I was having some difficulty at first with my bucket, okay? I learned that if you got your nozzle down in your bucket in your medium, I have a little bit left in there, don't seal it. Maybe put a little vent, because it will suck this top down and it will suck the daggum sides almost closed on this bucket. I was trying to figure out why I wasn't getting any agent coming out, and this bucket almost imploded. So that's how much suction this thing brings to the table. Highly surprising to me. But I'm gonna go to Tractor Supply, you know, Tractor Supply. Not a endorsement or anything at Tractor Supply, but I'm gonna grab me probably 2 or 3 more bags of that medium. Because man, I'm telling you, bare metal. Now you still have some little scruffies on there, because I was just trying it out and seeing what it would do. But we got bare metal. I'm sure we're gonna have some flash rust happening. I mean, in this category, who really cares right now, right? But I need to get a little bit more detailed on the blasting. But as you can see, it just blistered all this crap off there. Highly surprised that it did what everybody said it would do. Not everybody, but the folks I've seen that use this device, man, it's down to bare metal, and it was all crusty, absolute crust. I'm surprised. So I've got to cut all that out around there, so that's going to help me in prep work of welding the new cross members in. I'm not worried about getting this clean because I'm cutting it out. I mean, is it perfect? Absolutely not. Is it a commercial sandblasting job? Absolutely not. But will it work? Yeah, absolutely. So what I anticipate doing is once I get all the heavy crusty stuff off, I'm going to go over it probably with a wire wheel or a flapper wheel or something to that effect, and make it really good. I don't have to have it perfect for Pour 15. That's one of the good things about POR 15. You don't have to have it perfect, but it helps to get all of it off you can. That's all bare metal. That's all bare metal, and it wasn't before. Like I said, it's not perfect because you know, you're getting blasted with the agent too. It's totally safe, right? Totally safe, but wear your safety glasses, 100%. So the sandblast kit works. I'm going to get dried off, put on some dry shoes and less nasty clothes, and I'm going to, oh, hold on, look right here. Now, this in here was absolutely, looked like this right here. Absolutely, looked like a Krusty Burger from whatever, you know, was the SpongeBob or something. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. But now, look at that. With some more blasting on that, that's gonna look great. Same thing over here. That was absolutely crusted with rust. No more. The inside of the frame, again, bare metal. And it looked like this. Look at that. That is not so much, but it's pretty damn close. I'm totally pleased with my purchase. Totally pleased with the purchase. I'll put a link. I'll figure out how to do, probably have to call my son to figure out how to put a link and edit this and all that fun stuff, but that's what the young adults know and do. I'm old, so I don't know that, but I'm gonna learn. So anyway, overall, am I pleased with it? Abso-freaking-lutely. So, on to the next portion of the project. Little woman just came out giving me the look, so that means I gotta go. Mommy says I have to go in and stop playing. So, all right, I'll see you on the next one. Okay, folks. All right, so I had to go to Home Depot. That was, no, got to edit that out. I had to go to Tractor Supply and grab some more blasting media. And I'm gonna tell you what, everywhere you see that's rusty looking, I mean like this stuff here, all this right here is bare metal. It's just flash rust. Absolutely blown away at how this really cool device actually has worked. You know, all this right here is bare metal where it was heavily rusted. Now I could have sat there and minutely not really washed, but blasted this, and some of this like right here would have been gone, but really POR 15 doesn't care. It will take care of all that. What I wanted to do is all this is getting cut out to replace these cross members. I wanted this to be cleaner. I'm gonna have to take a flap wheel to it, of course, and clean it up really good for when this flange gets welded there for the new cross member. And pardon my shoes, they're all wet from this process, so better have either some rain boots or something to take care of that, because it'll get you all wet and ruin your shoes. Anyway, so this spring hanger was extremely rusted. It was like heavily rusted. And as you can see, this is all bare metal now. I've got to go back and treat this later today probably, with some primer, or just go ahead and coat it with POR 15 now. But I really want to get this stuff welded in before I do that, so I'll have a nice even coat. So I may go over it with the prep and stop this rust now. But this rust really is nothing, so POR 15 doesn't care. It'll just clear that up, and you'll never even know it's there forever now after I'm done with it. Yeah, there's all these cross members are getting redone, but again, in here is amazing compared to what it was. Compared to what it was just absolutely horrible on both sides. I just finished up blasting for the second bag, and I think I've got maybe a quarter of a bag in there left. When they say, some of the videos out there say, oh man, one bag will do a whole frame. Yeah, bull crap. That's no, it's not happening. At least not with this system. This system puts out the media, and it does blast. So I'm blown away at the ability of this device on my little janky Ryobi 3200 PSI pressure washer. But man, it has done its job. whatever I paid for it. Like I said, I don't remember. It's a little over $100, I think. Well worth it. Well worth it. I've got to get, see if I can get a shot from underneath on the frame down there. Just also be in a place where you can clean up your slag after you're done blasting, because it is messy. It does get everywhere. So let's get down here. See if I can get a picture of some of the frame. I couldn't get it amazingly perfect because I mean, the wand doesn't have much give. So this is all bare metal. So you're seeing some rust on it because it's flashed over within the last 30 minutes. So I'm gonna have to take a flapper wheel to it, but still it's a heck of a lot easier and better than what it was. So you can see you can zoom in on that other side. That's the left side, the driver's side, and you can see that is just blasted it almost shiny clean. Now I've got to take those lines off and those hangers off and move them out of the way to weld the new piece in there. And of course that's got to come off. The canister hanger's got to come off, and I have a new one of those to replace it, and you know, the fuel tank. Now there's going to be spots behind the fuel tank that I couldn't get to, and I'm gonna have to handle that after I drop the fuel tank. But right now I'm gonna focus on this side here, the passenger side. Oops, I don't know what I did there. Back up. Well, you have to edit that. There we go. I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna concentrate on the passenger side first and get it done, and then go over to the driver's side, because I've got to move it around, and I've got to move it around in the driveway so the HOA doesn't, you know, police don't come around and find me for, you know, doing this. But I wish I didn't have to do that. But and here is the rocker panels that they're absolutely horrible, but I'm going to fix that. But again, it's all fixable. I love a project, and of course this is a major project. But still, it's doable as long as you have patience and somewhat ability and to know how to weld. You'll be pretty good. So I'll be welding with a MIG welder. It'll be flux core, which will, you know, it'll do the job fine. Just go slow and get a good penetration to it. It'll last forever. So that's where I'm at right at the moment. I don't know if I'm going to do anything more today. It's probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, hotter than hell out here in Texas, in the Houston area. But I think I may start tomorrow by cutting, no, not my shoes, don't mind my shoes, by cutting this brace out, and then starting here, getting this cut out, a new one welded in, get this cut out, and then that way I can build on going forward. That way the frame won't move. You don't want to do all three of them at one time. Your frame's going to move, and then you're going to be in trouble. So I'm going to remove this one back here and start working forward on that. I may start on that tomorrow, but I've got to get the fuel pump wired back in, so I can, because I was going to drop the tank, but then I reconsidered that. So now I'm going to put the fuel pump back together. That way I can move it towards the garage, because my plasma cutter extension isn't that long, nor is my welding extension cord that long. So I've just got to maneuver around to where I can get to it. But anyway, as far as sandblasting kit, love it. I mean, I can't say enough about it. I'm not a professional, as you can tell. I'm not endorsed by them at all. They didn't give me anything to say that. I paid my hard-earned money for it. And I tell you, if you need something done, don't buy the cheap Amazon ones, because I don't think you're going to get this type of bare metal out of it. I really don't, especially when you're heavily rusted like this one was. So anyway, I think that's going to be all for this video. I'm gonna have to do some editing on it, and then try and figure that part out to get it posted up. But I'm going to leave a link in the somewhere, I don't know how you do that, everybody points down here, for the sandblast kit and the medium the media, and I keep saying medium, it's not going to tell me the future, the media for who's going to get it done. It's going to be Tractor Supply. Anyway, I'll get that in the link, and you can find that at your local Tractor Supply. And oh yeah, by the way, these type masks that you get off of Amazon, oh my God, throw your safety glasses away. These things here, they may look dorky like, Iron Man or something, but my God, they're so amazing. But anyway, that's it for this one. I will try and post as much as I can. I don't have the ability to like, and it's a shame I didn't get to a video of me actually using it, but you can't use it on one hand. So I couldn't, I'm not set up for, social media posting and whatnot. So you get the before and you get after. That's all you got right at the moment until I get figured all that fun stuff out. But anyway, I will give some updates and hopefully it goes well. I'll chat with you later.